Sōsuke Aizen is one of the most complex and intellectually terrifying characters in Bleach. He is not merely a powerful villain, but a symbol of rebellion against cosmic authority, blind tradition, and false divinity. Aizen's story is defined by ideology as much as strength, and his journey reveals the consequences of intellect without empathy and ambition without restraint. Aizen was born a Shinigami within the rigid and hierarchical structure of the Soul Society. Unlike many characters whose motivations are rooted in visible tragedy, Aizen's early life is shrouded in silence. This lack of detail suggests something crucial: Aizen was not shaped by suffering, but by awareness. From an early point, he possessed exceptional intelligence and spiritual power, allowing him to perceive the flaws of the world around him. Soul Society is a place built on obedience, tradition, and reverence for authority, yet beneath its orderly surface lies hypocrisy and stagnation. The discovery of the Soul King's true nature becomes the defining trauma of Aizen's existence. Learning that the ruler of all realms is a mutilated, voiceless entity used merely as a stabilizing tool shatters any respect Aizen might have had for the system. To him, this god represents the ultimate lie, an authority worshipped not because it is worthy, but because it exists. This realization hardens Aizen's worldview and convinces him that the universe itself is fundamentally wrong. Rather than accept this truth in silence, he decides to surpass it. Aizen's core desire is transcendence. He is not driven by revenge, greed, or chaos, but by the need to rise above a flawed reality. Power is not the goal. It is the means. He seeks freedom from a universe governed by false gods and inherited authority. At an emotional level, Aizen is searching for validation of his belief that superiority should determine rule, not destiny or tradition. His actions, though cruel, are consistent with this philosophy. In his mind, destroying the old order is an act of correction, not evil. Psychologically, Aizen is a character of contradictions. He is calm, soft-spoken, and polite, yet ruthlessly cruel. He understands people deeply, but sees no value in their emotions. His emotional intelligence allows him to predict behavior with near-perfect accuracy, turning trust into a weapon. Aizen's composure is not just confidence, it is control. He never panics because he never doubts. However, this superiority complex is also his greatest flaw. By viewing others as inferior, he blinds himself to the unpredictable power of bonds, growth, and sacrifice. Within the narrative of Bleach, Aizen functions as the central architect of chaos. He is not a villain who reacts to events. He creates them. Entire story arcs unfold according to plans he set in motion decades earlier. His manipulation of the Godlike 13 reveals how fragile authority becomes when trust is exploited. Aizen's role is not only to oppose the heroes, but to expose the weaknesses of the world they defend. Aizen's abilities are a direct reflection of his philosophy. His Zanpakuto, Kyōka Suigetsu, grants complete hypnosis, allowing him to control all 5 senses of anyone who has seen its release. This power symbolizes his belief that reality is defined by perception. If perception can be controlled, then truth itself becomes meaningless. His enemies do not simply lose battles, they lose their grasp on reality. His fusion with the Hogyoku takes this idea further. The Hogyoku responds to desire, and Aizen's ambition drives continuous evolution. Each transformation pushes him beyond the limits of Shinigami and Hollow alike, stripping away his humanity as he ascends toward godhood. His overwhelming Ryatsu, effortless combat style, and near immortality all reflect his belief that struggle is beneath him.